Now that I completed the assembly of my eraser, what I want to do is I want to now take it and I want to put it onto paper. So to do that, we made our title block and border earlier, and what we want to do is we want to, we use that for a slant block, and now what we want to do is we want to go and we want to grab our title block and border, and we called it, your first name, last name border. Here's Mr. A border. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. Here's my title block and my border. Again, right from your tech file. Now, what we did is we set up the title block, we set up the border and everything, but I want to edit this. So to edit my title block, what I'm going to do is just right-click on, your first name, last name border, and I'm going to click Edit Definition. Now, what that's going to allow me to do is it's going to allow me to change some stuff. So what I can do is I can change the date. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on text, and I'm going to put today's date in. You can put that in. I'm just going to say today. But again, you put in that date. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to put in today just so it's generic. And say okay. And we can do that with each one of these boxes. For our title, we want to, put in eraser, your period, your date, etc. And then when I'm done, I want to finish the sketch. It says, do you want to save edits? Sure. I'm going to click yes. Now what I'm going to do is just like we did with our slant block. I want to place the object on the paper. So make sure that you're in the right folder, and then what I have here is my body, my brass tab, bumper, air scoop. So this is all assembled. So I'm going to just click open. Now what we want to do is we want to make sure that our view is appropriate. To get our appropriate view, what we want to do is we want to take in consideration when we're dealing with our orthographic drawings the three views that we need. Remember, we always want to have our front, our top, our right hand side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rotate this around, and I want this glider facing this direction. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down to the bottom. I'm thinking I want to scale this up a little bit. Let's see if we can do a half scale. I think that should work. And now what I want to do is I want to place, I have my front view, now I have my top view, I have my right hand side, and then we want that isometric that we've been talking about. When we have those three views, we right click and say OK. Now with our isometric, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to right click on it once we get that red box, edit the view, and I want to scale this down. Quarter scale is a little small. How about if I do 1/3 scale? Yeah, that would work. And I would also like to see it in color. So I want to click this box here, and I'm going to say OK. So I can move this over, give me some room. I can take it and I can move these over a little bit. And now what I want to do is I want to take and make sure everything is on paper. For this view, what I want to do is I want to be able to see the hidden details of my drawing. So what I'm going to do is click this middle box, and that says hidden lines removed. I want to see the hidden lines because I want to be able to see where my air scoop and everything else is. And for some reason that did not take, so let me try that again. Here's edit view. and for some reason it's not letting me select that. Okay, so with this software, what we have, I did not see it. This is new for this year. In order for us to have our hidden lines, we want to click the first box. Okay, first box hidden lines, second box hidden line is removed. The third box is shaded for a color. We don't want any color. We just want to be able to see our hidden lines. And we click OK. Now we want to dimension. So to dimension our parts, what we do is we go to our annotate, click on dimension, and then what I want to do is I want to start dimensioning. Remember, we want to take our dimensions, drag it up until we see a dotted line. Remember the saying that we have, smallest is closest, largest is farthest. So we want to have the smallest dimension closest to our object, the largest farthest away. And I'm going to deal with the stuff for the width. And I really don't want to dimension to my hidden lines. So I'm just going to dimension to my visible lines. Again, bring it up till it turns dotted. Okay, so I have my width. When I want to move this over so my ½ inch there is on the page. Okay. And then I want to go back to my dimensioning. And I want to now do my height. And I can zoom in. And I can go from this point to this point. And I guess that dimension really isn't that important. But while we're here, we might as well grab it. And I can go from here to here. And if you guys remember, the height of that side of that glider was a ½ inch, which everything's coming out to be that way. We want to use our baseline dimensions. So you always want to start from one point. And now we'll do the overall height. And you want to try to drag these out so that they're not too crowded, so that we can see them. Again, what I'm going to do is just take this and move it up just a little bit, because that 0.08 is pretty close to that border. So I have my width, I have my height. The only other thing I need is my depth. So what I'll do is I'll do my depth where I have a little bit more room. And I'll just do my overall dimension, which I just messed that up. So I'll try that again. Go from this point to this point. And we had our glider, which was 3 inches, and each one of our fins was 0.05 inches. So add that up. So 3 inches plus 0.05 plus 0.05 equals 3.1. So all my dimensions come out okay. Okay, so now what we have our super glider on our page. We have it fully dimensioned, and that's it. Good luck.